Okay, we're back. See, we're back. Chapter 34, 35, and 36 is what we're reading today. And if you thought yesterday was fast, today is going to be even faster. So, ready? Let's go. Come on, Centipede, bite through the first string, James ordered. The Centipede took one of his silk strings between his teeth and bit through it. And at once, but not with any angry cloudmen dangling from the end of the string this time, a single seagull came away from the rest of the flock and went flying off and on his own. Bite another, James ordered. The Centipede bit through another string. Why aren't we sinking? We are sinking. No, we're not. Don't forget, the peach is a lot lighter now than when we started out, James told them. It lost an awful lot of juice when those hailstones hit us in the night. Cut away 2 more seagulls, Centipede. Ah, that's better. Here we go. Now we're really sinking. Yes, this is perfect. Don't bite any more, Centipede, or we'll sink too fast. Gently does it. Slowly the peach began to lose height, and the buildings and streets below began coming closer and closer. Do you think we'll get our pictures in the papers when we get down? The ladybug asked. My goodness, I've forgotten to polish my boots, the Centipede said. Everyone help me polish my boots before we arrive. Oh, for heaven's sake, said the earthworm. Can't you stop thinking about... But he never finished his sentence, for suddenly, whoosh, and they looked up and saw a huge 4-engine plane shooting out of a nearby cloud and go whizzing past them and no more than 20 feet over their heads. This was actually the regular early morning passenger plane coming to New York from Chicago. And as it went by, it sliced through every single one of the silken strings. Immediately, the seagulls broke away, and the enormous peach, having nothing to hold it up in the air any longer, went tumbling down towards the earth like a lump of lead. Help! Cried the Centipede. Save us! Cried Miss Spider. We are lost! Cried the ladybug. This is the end, cried the old green grasshopper. James, cried the earthworm. Do something, James, quick, do something. I can't, cried James. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Shut your eyes, everybody. It won't be long now. Oh boy, this is bad if James can't even come up with something. All right, here we go, chapter 35. Round and upside down went the peach as it plummeted towards the earth, and they were all clinging desperately to the stem to save themselves from being flung into space. Faster and faster it fell, down and down and down, racing closer and closer to the houses and the streets below, where they would surely smash into a million pieces when it hit. And all the way along Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue and along all the other streets in the city, people who had not yet reached the underground shelters looked up and saw it coming. And they stopped running and stood there staring in a sort of stupor when they thought they had saw the biggest bomb in all the world falling out of the sky onto their heads. A few women screamed, others knelt down on the sidewalks and began praying out loud. Strong men turned to one another and said things like, I guess this is it, Joe, and goodbye, everybody, goodbye, goodbye. And for the next 30 seconds, the whole city held its breath and waited for the end to come. Chapter 36. Goodbye, Ladybug, gasped James, clinging to the stem of the falling peach. Goodbye, Centipede, goodbye, everybody. There were only a few seconds to go now, and it looked as though they were going to fall at any of the tallest buildings. James could see the skyscrapers rushing up to meet them at a most awful speed, and most of them had square, flat tops. At the very tallest of them had a top that tapered off into a long, sharp point, like an enormous silver needle sticking up into the sky. And that was precisely onto the top of this needle that the peach fell. There was a squelch. The needle went in deep, and suddenly there was the giant peach caught and spiked upon the very pinnacle of the Empire State Building. Dun, dun, dun. Pretty cool sight, huh? All right, well, that's it. I told you it was quick. And tomorrow I think we're going to finish this thing up. Yes. We're going to do that. So I hope you guys are doing well. And hey, we'll talk later, okay? Have a great one. Bye.